We're here with the great Jessie Robinson. Thanks for the time, man. Really appreciate it. We're here to just scoping out Blake and his new gym here. What have you made of the jump in the career so far? I know you're very excited when we talked to you earlier in the year about him.
Well, you know, Blake is a guy, he's willing to educate himself in the game of boxing. And when you educate yourself, you got to go to a higher class. And that's what he stepped to. He stepped to the top, matter of fact. Sugar Hill is a great trainer, and he just brought in the heavyweight champion of the world, so you can't do no better than that.
How did the connection happen with Sugar Hill coming in and training him?
Well, that's something to do with Blake had a relationship with some other people, and he had talked to, I think, Sugar, and got a relationship and created something there. And I supported it because, you know, he need that because, you know, I'm from Detroit too, and Sugar, he's from Detroit, and I know the knowledge is there because some of the greats came from Detroit, and looking forward to bring the same thing to Florida.
What is that special thing about Detroit? Like, why? What do you think it is, man?
Well, it goes back to Joe Louis and a lot of other guys. You know, it's a history of boxing. Joe Louis was trained by Blackburn, and then Manuel Stewart came in, and he was a genius. Eddie Fudge was there. He was a genius. Now Sugar is coming down through the pipe, and he getting to be a genius. We're giving him the, you know, he's really showing the people what he know. And the education is coming out because if you teach a guy a certain way, most of the guys can't deal with that knowledge, the wisdom of the ring. Most guys just fight. And some guys just know how to do one thing, go straight ahead. But when you teach them the knowledge of boxing, being a technician, Floyd Mayweather, his father and his uncle all come from Michigan too. So the history is there. I'm not saying other places don't have education of boxing. I'm just saying that some of the greats came out of Michigan and Detroit.
As far as Blake's concerned, you guys obviously came into the year with big plans, and COVID being it is what it is, with messing up everything,
yeah.
You know, and plans and whatnot. You know, with any of the fighters that you're around and Blake, like, what do you think as far as just, you know, keeping busy, you know, trying to sharpen skills, stay patient, because there's a lot of mental hurdles I'm sure that they have to deal with.
I'm working on some places that we can host the shows.
Down here?
If it's possible. We might have to go other places, but right now we have to establish shows to keep the fighters busy. I spent 6 years in Dubai, and they just did a UFC show in
Yes.
Dubai. I don't think over there things is open. So you have to move around and be ahead of the game. If you don't stay ahead of the game, you get caught up and you fall behind. Bob Aaron is doing a great job out there with his shows. You know, maybe there's not an audience, but guess what? He promoting through TV. So we have to establish television and keep shows going.
Is there a particular idea you like down here that you think would work or would manifest itself that is feasible?
We're working on the potential, but you know we're looking at the which way to go, because a lot of things they saying they having few shows outside, and I'm just looking at the opportunity of doing something maybe in the next few months. But you know, you got to get the numbers down, because we don't know what the situation here is going to be. You know.
100%. Jess Roberts, it's always a pleasure, man. Thank you so much for the time, and always generous with it. Thank you so much. I always feel like we learned something talking to you, man.
Appreciate you. Thank you.